98.7 WNS, John Millikamp, Jack and Diane. It's 8:08. Good morning. Chris and Deb on Springfield's Best Variety with an excessive heat warning this afternoon through Saturday. Hot today, 93. Heat index at 105. And it's 75 at 98.7 WNS. So Joe is here from the Animal Protective League. And we've got the APL Pet of the Week from Modern Dental. Warm, individualized care. That's Modern Dental. That kitty is awesome. Lucky Charms?
There's nothing better than a black cat named Lucky Charms.
Yeah, I love that. That is cool.
Yeah, Lucky Charms is in our cat nook at the shelter with two siblings, Applejack and Fruit Loop.
Nice.
She's like, put me down. I want to play.
All right, there you go. Like I said, she's definitely 3 months old. You can tell by her curiosity and just willingness to go anywhere and not want to sit still for longer than 2 minutes at a time.
Yeah, she's ready to take the world on right now. But of course, this time of year, you have all sorts of different kittens at the shelter, all ages, all colors, all temperaments.
In our front office, we recently got in. It's a pretty common color for us at the shelter, but it's not seen very often by the public. Is buff. Mm-hmm. It's like the very cream or like champagne color. We have these domestic long-haired kittens that are
so cute,
and they are just little light cream-colored fluff balls.
So the great thing about it is even if at 3 months, definitely, but even at some of the younger kittens, as soon as they're available, they can be spayed or neutered as young as 5 weeks and 2 pounds. So when you adopt your kittens, they've already had their surgery and they're ready to take on the world. They've been vaccinated with all their age-appropriate vaccines. They're microchipped. And of course, if you take advantage of the Better Together program, when you adopt a sibling or a cage mate, if they just happen to be two kittens living in the same cage, your second kitten's free and you get to double your fun.
Yeah, and if you're like some of the brave souls we see come in the shelter, if you decide you want a third one from the same cage, it's only $15. So you're like 3 kittens for $65 and they're all taken care of. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many good reasons to actually adopt kittens in multiples. They keep each other company, they teach each other how hard they can nibble and how hard they can't. And they tend not to get into as much trouble around the house because they're too busy playing with one another. And they tend to stay a lot more social and a lot more friendly as they become older cats as well. So there's tons of great reasons for adopting in pairs or, be the crazy cat lady like I am. Get 7. What the heck?
What the heck? Yeah.
Just a 7 nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. I know we've got to get through some of the events that they have coming up at APL, but real quick, I want to touch on pets in the heat. We've got this hot weather.
Absolutely,
And if somebody sees a pet that's laboring in the heat, what can they do about it?
Okay, so you have a handful of options. You can always contact us at the APL, but I also recommend contacting animal control. If you see a pet in a car, there are ways to handle that situation. I know it's kind of stressful, but always, in my opinion, do what's best for the animal.
We can't advocate doing anything illegal.
Correct.
What you can do is you can call the police. It is illegal in Illinois at this point to leave an animal in these extreme situations.
Correct.
So if it's an immediate emergency, absolutely call the police because they can respond to that call and they can take care of it right away.
They can do what you
APL
can.
and animal control can open investigations, but by the law are limited as to the actions they can take, which I know can be very frustrating for a lot of people. If you have pets, couple things to keep in mind. Don't try and take your dog for a walk today because the pavement's going to get crazy, crazy hot and you can burn their paws. So if you have to walk your dog, do it early morning or in the evening once things have settled down. If you have outside animals and barn cats and things like that, just make sure there's plenty of water out and a place for them to get out of the heat where there's a fan or something like that where they can cool themselves down.
Absolutely. And then the other thing, what's coming up with the APL?
I know, if I'm not mistaken, we have the Bow Wow Bash this evening, as well as our APL's biggest fundraisers coming up. Everyone knows the State Fair is coming up, so we have State Fair parking at our shelter, and everyone, I'm pretty sure most people by now know that you can come to us and you can get an awesome parking spot for a very good price, and at that, you're helping out the animals.
Is it staying $5 this year?
I do believe it is still $5, and you're right next to the gate.
Yeah, you're right behind gate 6, so it's a great place to go in. And you also get to play with some puppies and some kitties if you want to swing into the shelter if you park between noon and 5 any day of the week.
There you go. All right, great. So make sure you do that APL, and you can't pick a better place to find a forever friend than the Animal Protection League. She loves that little hidey hole over there. I know, exactly, yeah. if she messes with the wiring, the engineer's not going to make her Lucky Charms anymore. You know, it's like it'll be different. APL Pet of the Week is from Modern Dental. Joe, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
It's 8:14.